Welcome to day 21 of Inktober Tangles 2025. I'm Lisa Crow, a certified Zentangle teacher, and today I'm going to be helping you through this, well, not helping you because it's quite straightforward, but demonstrating to you how to draw this gorgeous tangle Butria by Ute Andresen, who is another certified Zentangle teacher. So this is a really pretty one. It just looks really kind of elegant, I think. I kind of love all these kind of butterfly shapes and motifs and all that kind of thing. So this is kind of just, it appeals to me. So we're starting out with a pencil V, and then we're going to come in with our pen. And no, I've kind of realised sometimes I don't mention the pens that I use, but I'm using a Micron 02 today in black. It might just help. I should start listing. I used to list the supplies that I used in each video in my descriptions, and I think I stopped doing that, but I'm going to start putting that in again just so people know. So we have a horizontal line. It's sort of halfway up this V shape, and then we're going to have a little orb, inked in orb in the centre here. And then we're going to do from this corner into this dot like a kind of curved line. And then we'll mirror that on the other side. And then from there, we're going to do like a seed shape or a rice shape, whichever shape appeals to you. This is sort of, if you are thinking about this as a butterfly, Zentangle is generally non-representational, but we do have some tangles that are like kind of reminiscent of creatures or plants or whatever. So yeah, that's the kind of body shape of the butterfly. And now between this horizontal line and this curved line, we're going to have another slightly curved line that kind of comes up about halfway. I actually do find it easier to draw towards me, so I'm going to do towards me on this side. It's not even, but you know, as I keep saying, we're not looking for perfection. And then we're going to do the same thing here. It's not quite as pretty to me just now because it kind of looks a bit more like the spider that was greeting me in my hall last night. But we're about to make this really, really pretty. So you might have guessed it, but we are going just now just to kind of make curved lines to kind of basically join up these areas. And we do that down here as well, next to where the basically what the body is would be. Do that on both sides. And then the next bit is to ink in those spaces that we've basically left from our original V shape. Just be nice and slow. And as I keep saying on my videos, you will see there's a big difference on each of these sides. You can see I've got considerably more ink than on that side, but I'm not going to bother about that. I'm not concerned about that. It's just part of the fact that it's a Zentangle tile, and it's, you know, I think it looks much nicer if it's not 100% perfect. So that is as complicated as it gets for today's tangle. It's really lovely and straightforward, and you can approach the tangling, the shading for this in a different way if you would like, but what I'm going to do for mine is I'm just going to have a little shade underneath each of these, like where it's portions of the wings. I'm going to put some graphite on the inside here as well. And then I think for the body I'm going to do a different thing. I'm going to have some shade top and bottom, and then just smoothing that out. My pencil lead broke here, So it's looking a bit darker on one side, but we'll live with it. That kind of thing happens sometimes. I still think it looks quite pretty. And I think, where's my pencil? My pastel pencil had rolled away from me. I'm just coming in on the opposite side where we've got this space that looks more like it lends itself to highlight. And just blend this out. Try not to get your white pastel pencil too close to your graphite, because then you'll end up just getting a bit more of a grey look rather than it being that lovely bright colour. And, you know, by all means, like I said, this is not, Zentangle Method, generally speaking, is not representational. It's very abstract. But because it does remind us, I think it's clear, the fact it's called Butria, I'm sure it's inspired by butterflies. So if you wanted to, you could feel free to do something different in that centre shape. I'm not going to do that, but I mean, you could do some stripes here or something like that. What I'm doing just now is to just, I've come in with a different pen. This is my uni-ball eye micro, and it's black, just a little bit thicker than that Micron 02. And I'm just restating those lines where they've kind of become a bit muted with the shading and the highlighting. I've got a sheet that I've been working on, just a kind of brown piece of card where I've been putting all my tangles on it, and I have misplaced it. I have no idea where I put it. So when I do find that, then I'll show everybody that tangle. But in case you haven't been aware, I have been teaching all the other tangles prior to this one in the Inktober Tangles 2025 challenge. So you can find them all on my channel. There's a playlist for 2024 as well, if that takes your fancy. And tomorrow, I'm just trying to think what we have. We've got Shattuck. It's one of my all-time favourites. I've got lots and lots of samples of Shattuck, how I've drawn that one previously. So come back tomorrow if you've enjoyed today's video, and we'll draw some Shattuck together. Just a quick little add-on here. I've realised that I didn't add my chop, so I'm just adding that down here. Nice and straightforward, just my initials, and that's just to mark that this is a piece of artwork that I've created. It's my way of owning it. So I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.